Okay, so this should be what, day 14, I think, or so? Day 14. Yeah, let's go with day 14. And I'm going to try on these Speedrunner stilts here. Now, thank you, Bella. I don't want to pet you right now. I know, I'm terrible to the poor puppy. Leave hate comments. Now, making this video felt important to me because whenever I was looking up videos for these things, I saw maybe two different videos. To be fair, I didn't look very hard, but there didn't seem to be a whole lot. So I wanted to sit here and see how terrible or how difficult this would be for me. And just getting my foot in the hole seems to be quite the challenge because I'm wearing shoes here. And I'm wondering if maybe I wasn't wearing shoes, it wouldn't be quite so challenging. Now you have to wear shoes once you actually get all the way in. That's just, you gotta make sure you do that. But I might have to take off my shoe just to get it into this point. Try one more time. Yeah, that's not gonna go through. So we're gonna have to take off the shoe. So I wanted to show what this is gonna really be like for a real person. One video I saw were these workout buff people that did really good, and they knew what they were doing. They got it figured out real quick. Me, I'm special. So we'll see if I'm able to figure this out even half as quick. Okay, wow. So, I can get it in there, but that is without shoes. And I really feel like you need shoes for this. So the question is, can I, at this point, put my shoes on? And the answer is, I can completely take this off. Now, it's not going to be as easy for the top part, because I could take the strap off, but there's still a lot of metal casing in here. So we're going to completely take this strap off here so that I can get my shoe on. It had to come off to begin with. Now, little backstory here. I actually have been looking forward to these for a long time. I saw people playing on these back in 2010, 2009, something like that. And for record, for those that aren't paying attention yet, this video is made in 2026. So this has been a long time coming. All right, let's see if I can fit my foot in through this. Now this has been fun. This is going to be even more fun to try to do with one foot already inside one of these things. And if this doesn't work out, I am going to turn off this video and then figure it out first. And then try this again. Because this is not going well. This is not a good initial run here. My foot is definitely not fitting in here with these shoes. And maybe I should have read the instructions. Maybe they have footwear recommendations or something. Okay. Okay, so here's my recommendation. Get someone to help you. Get a partner. Get a friend. Something. Someone that can really help you strap in. Otherwise, that's a total nightmare. I am not flexible enough for this. That's why I make these videos, to show what an actual average normal person will end up having to deal with on these kinds of things. I guess it's great to see fit, happy, good people. And that's another reason why I'm doing these now. I haven't been able. I used to run at least a little bit. I'd never say I was a fast runner or a good runner or anything, but I would run a little bit. And in recent years, last year, I was trying to pick up running again, and it got so painful. It ended up hurting my legs to such a degree that I couldn't walk at some point. It made, I mean, like I was walking like I was 90 years old and did not take good care of myself. It was not pleasant. That was a fun trip to Berlin. But I'm hoping with these, it won't have so much impact on my feet. And I'll be able to walk or run again without, having my feet hurt. Now, it may hurt other areas. As you see, here we go with the shoes again. Taking the shoe off so that I can get in through the first part. And then I'll have to put it back on once I get through the second. Okay. I'll be honest with you. I am a little bit dreading having to take them off. Because that's not going to be easy. I'm going to have to take my shoes off. I'll take my shoes off and it'll probably come off pretty easy. All right, we're going to have to completely strip this out. Hopefully it doesn't strip as much as it did last time. All right, I'll put my shoe back on. Now, if I find later on, I read some stuff, and I realize, oh, this is what you should have done for your shoes. Maybe wear better shoes, different shoes. Maybe there's some sort of extension on this. I don't know. I'll find something at some point. And if I do, I'll try and make a correction video or something explaining exactly how this is supposed to go. I'm going to have to undo this completely, which sucks because I can't imagine doing this every time I want to get on these things. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, right off the bat, I can tell that the pads on your shins here, that's going to be unpleasant after a very short period of time. I'm not looking forward to that already. Also, because I'm a real person and, I don't know, call me a daredevil if you will, I do not have any protective gear. I don't even own a helmet, not since I got rid of my motorcycle. So, no helmet, no shin guards. There is something, I think they gave me knee, elbow pads or something, but I did not put those on. Let's see if I can get this last strap over the toe of my shoes. Okay, got that. And then we'll just strap it back down. All right. Well, that was a complete nightmare. Definitely going to have to work on finding a faster, better way to do that. I think I want to make this a 5-minute video. I think I used my 5 minutes just doing that. Which means this is probably going to be a longer video than usual. All right. Now, they say the hardest part is getting up and getting going. So, oh boy. Okay. That's something. The problem is my camera's over there. So I might have to take this off camera because I'm doing this by myself. If I can get to that table, I think I'll be okay. But that is a very big if right now. Try not to. Okay. There. Okay, I've crossed my legs. Okay, here we are. All right, we're up. We are now up. Okay. Now, let's stabilize. All righty. Oh, and there's the camera. Camera's not going to be able to. All right. I'd love to sit there and film this more. I've already gone 10 minutes. But I think I'm gonna have to turn the camera off because I can just barely reach it now. You're not gonna be able to see the rest of this because you're not gonna be able to see the rest of this anyway. All right, move this table. Okay. All right, now we're up. We're up. Those of you who have been watching my other videos, you've seen me working on costumes. That's the whole point of this right now, is we're gonna try and, I'm gonna try and gain some stability. We're gonna try and make this a part of that costume. And now Bella's freaking out. Like, what the hell are you doing, asshole? That's a great question. What am I doing, asshole? Okay. See if I can get over. Oh, boy. You gotta have a good sense of balance here. Now, I've taken a couple of steps. That's a sign, right? Okay, this is way too easy to fall over on. I'm just hoping that when I do fall, not if, when I do fall, I hope that it'll be not so painful. You know, they said, easy to learn, difficult to master. So, if it's easy to learn, this part shouldn't take too long, right? I feel like I didn't strap it quite enough at my shins. But I already locked it down. So I have to unlock it. Did I? Yeah, I think I locked it. Yeah. Okay, there we go. And then, okay, no, that is not locked. That's why it was so weak. It did not lock down. So let's lock that down. Make sure you lock it down whenever it's still, when you're still seated, because trying to do it while you're standing, that's a challenge. Boy, if I wanted to show an average person trying to get down with this stuff, I couldn't have been more average, huh? Now, to be fair, these probably aren't that difficult. I'm probably making it out to be worse than it is. But it does show a certain level of incompetence on my part. So I'm no longer holding the table so that I can lock this thing in, which is frightening because I need the table. All right. Trying to get balance. Ooh. I probably should edit this video so that I don't have quite so much incompetence. Now, I'm working on just lifting legs. Man, that's a challenge in of itself. This whole thing is going to be a workout on the legs. Now, I think, how the fuck did these people barefooted? Now, for those of you that think that I'm just sitting here, okay, well, I guess we're not going to look at that anymore. All right. So make a note of this. Don't do this alone. I do far too many things by myself because I'm a strong, independent woman. I'm trying to see how much table I have here. See if I can walk a little bit holding the box. Okay. Well, we are definitely not starting off in the running mode. Close this box up a little bit to make it a little more secure. And you can kind of see a little bit of what's going on here. Oh, yeah, this is going to take some getting used to. Do not try this product before you have read and understood entirely the instructions how to use this product. Please read the user manual after opening this box. Let me tell you, that's some good sound advice. Go with that advice. My user manual is now on the ground, which I will not be reaching at this point. Okay. So I'm going to try walking a little bit. Oh, I tried figuring this stuff out myself. Yeah. As I said, I can't move the camera now that I should have planned this a little bit better. But I can kind of... They're not bad. They're not bad. I feel like walking around with this for an hour is going to be a nightmare. And I want to try and do this for an entire day. That does not seem like a good idea. Boy, I really wish I could reach that instruction manual right now. Okay, so now I'm up. The complication I run into now is I'm not sure how I'm going to get back down. But I think I should probably read the manual. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try and come over onto this table here. Yeah, just like that. Okay, okay. All right, now that we did that, now I want to see if I can take everything off. Yep, which means this is going to be a very long video. Sorry, I'd say sorry in advance, but we're already well past that, aren't we? If you're still watching, then congratulations, you're probably my top viewer ever. I do not recommend watching this whole thing through. But if you're trying to get one of these things, if you just came across this, you noticed I had a thing, and you're like, oh, what's this all about? And you're like, oh, let me try. Don't let this first video discourage you. I will be trying again in the future. Right now, I just wanted to, kind of give a little basic idea of what we're looking at. I've seen other videos where the people definitely started out a lot better. They did a lot, but I don't know. I think I saw one where the guy was by himself. Don't recommend that. And as I said, you may want to actually read the instruction manual before going into this. Once you loosen the straps, I can take off the shoes, and then I can slide my foot out nice and easy. So I made it out of one of them, which is a good sign, right? And now we'll just sit here. I already got the straps loose on this one. I'm going to tie off the shoe. Maybe I could strap the shoe in first and then just slide my foot in the future. See, that looks like that might work. I'll have to give that a go. All right, so I want to do the instruction manual, and we'll have a look and see if maybe that gives me some insight into what I did wrong here. If I did anything wrong here. There's a good chance I did everything right. It just takes some time to get used to. But I doubt that this will be the last video that I do on this. I'm not going to do another video where I'm taking them off or putting them on. Any video in the future is going to be with them already on, hopefully. But that's it. All right, we're good for this video. Thank you.